So after we start drinking and stuff, I go back and I'm like, all right, guys, like this is all cute. This whole like reunion crap. I'm going back to the 7 OnlyFans girls in the back with Young Gravy, okay? So I go back there and they're still fucking playing Limbo to see who can get lower. I'm like, this is it. This is everything planned out perfectly for this. I got to hang out with pretty much everybody I wanted. There's a screenshot of me hanging out with Pokimane. Frogan hit me in the back of the head. I made amends with a lot of my boys. It was really nice. So I'm in the back, and we're chilling, all having fun. It was honestly a great party. Like, shout out to Cutie. It was a great party. It was a great after party. A lot of, like, good shit. Huge-ass mansion chat. $40 million mansion in the hills. It was crazy. And all of a sudden, I see a flashlight go on behind me. And, like, you know, it gave me flashbacks when I was, like, fucking 17, and I was in someone's house and I had to run. I'm like, what the hell? Why is there a flash behind me? And it's a security guard. And he's like, you have to leave now. I'm like, did I get another hate thread? Like, why do I have to go? He's like, no, everyone's out. Everyone's leaving right now. You have to get out of here. We're closing down the whole thing. Someone in the front is way too drunk and they are passing out. Now, I pretty much was playing a game of Clue or Guess Who. Can you guess who? Was a mystery to me. And I wonder who was in the front too drunk. I had a feeling. I was like, who was I with? I was with Ariel and someone else, and I just wanted to see if it was Minx, and it was. It was Minx in the front, Cutie in the back, and she was just fucking hammered out of her damn mind. I mean, there was like ambulances and everything all over the place. They couldn't kick her out. I guess not. I mean, I don't really know the whole story. So Minx was too drunk. I mean, that's pretty apparent. Everyone knows about that right now, and it sucks, to be honest with you, because it was actually such a crazy good party, and it was like an hour in, and all the things I just told you happened in an hour. Like, it was still like 11 o'clock, and the party busted, and we all had to leave. I thought it was a joke at first. I was like, there's no way that we're really leaving this, right? And Gravy starts getting pissed, right? Because Gravy's with 7 OnlyFans chicks. He's about to write his next song about this. He's in the back like with 7 OnlyFans chicks. He's like, no, I got a guy. I knew it. Like, Gravy, baby.
Did you guys see the drama about the streamer awards? There's some drama going on. Oh, I just feel bad. Addiction is just a bad thing, and I don't know. I actually feel bad for Minx, you know. Good thing I'm a happy drunk. She's a happy drunk too. She just gets way too drunk. Yeah, I don't think she knows how to control herself around alcohol. And I think that's the problem. The problem is not that she drinks, is how much she drinks. And the fact she can't stop herself from getting blackout drunk and ending up on the floor and shit. But I think what people don't realize, and what is hard to realize and remember, when you see things like that happen, somebody that ruins a party or whatever, right? You forget that the reason behind addiction is usually an underlying problem. It's usually like mental health problem or like just coping mechanisms and stuff like that. And I understand where Cutie Cinderella's coming from. Like, I get it that she's tired and she's tried everything. But the solution for her is very simple. Like, she just can't invite her to things. You know what I mean? Like, that is just what it is. But I don't think that people should be mad at her. I think maybe, like, shutting her out of their lives is a good thing. Like, telling an addict, like, hey, I'm not gonna be there for you until you get better. That's a good thing. I just worry about the amount of backlash that she's getting right now, because when you get like the internet involved and things like these, it can be pretty rough. Like I've had a lot of people telling me really mean things before, and I know it's not easy. So I just wouldn't want her to feel even worse about herself than she probably already was feeling, you know? Like I think there's like a healthy level of like, oh fuck, I messed up, I need to get better. And I think the internet can like exacerbate that so much. You know what I mean? Like if she wasn't a public figure, this all would be very different. I just worry. I don't know. I've been in really bad places mentally, and it just worries me. I just hope that she has a good support system or something. Yeah. It's okay to protect yourself emotionally from relationships. Absolutely. Listen, one thing is to like shield yourself from people, right? But the other one is attacking people. And like I'm not talking to streamers right now. I'm talking mostly to like viewers that are like feeling the need to attack Minx in any way. This is not the problem of the people. This is between Minx and her friends and her family. No, for real, chat. This is not. I don't think like her having people telling her. Like, I don't know if you guys understand what I'm getting to. Like I don't know if you guys understand what I'm trying to say. I think it's hard to explain without saying it. I just don't want her to hurt herself. We're never responsible for other people's feelings. She's an addict that's been enabled. Yes, Miko, but it's not your problem. This is not your issue. You as a viewer of the internet, you are in no position to send her hate messages on her social media or to be saying anything about her. This is not on you. This is on Minx. This is on the streamers are involved in Minx's life that can be like, hey, you know, I'm not going to participate in this. I agree. I get it. But do not send her hate. She does not need hate right now. She also doesn't need support. I get it. Like, she doesn't need your support. She just needs you to stay away from her. Okay? Just stay away from her. Seriously. Just you don't need to go commenting on stuff everywhere. I think it's enough what she's going through, and it's enough for her friends, her close friends that know her, like cutie can go like, hey, I'm not gonna let you participate and belong in these things. Like, all I'm saying is you guys don't realize the extent of having your problems be on social media. She is someone that's already coping with alcohol she's coping with something. You know what I mean? Like, she's got mental health problems. I don't freaking know what it is. I don't know her that well. I'm close to her, but I don't know the extent of her problems because I've tried reaching out for help a million times and I can't do it's just, there's just a point where you just can't do anything. What I'm trying to say is she's already someone who's in pain. And if you want to tell her like, hey, I'm not going to be in your life anymore until you get better, that's a good thing. You should do that. You should tell an addict like, hey, I'm not going to be in your life anymore until you get better. That's a good thing. That's you establishing boundaries. Now, you as a viewer going on and telling her and attacking her and like commenting on things online, like that does not help anyone. That's all I'm trying to say. I just worry about her and I don't want her to do something stupid. Anyway, I'm done talking about it. When you get better though, you will be there for her. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's all. I just think that sometimes viewers get so parasocial in this that they think they have a say on other people's problems, and you guys don't really. Like, I don't think there's a bad person here. There's no good guy and no bad guy. It's just a shitty situation. Addiction is awful. Me personally, I've struggled with mental health problems, and I understand how difficult it is and how you sometimes just want to escape from your problems with substances. So I just think that she just needs to get better and she needs to learn healthy coping mechanisms. But having people tell her like, oh, you ruined everything, like that does not help any situation. I really don't think it helps. You can't wait for the vodka tier list. Fuck. Terrible time to mention, but me and Emaru are gonna be doing a vodka tier list. I am very excited about it. Speaking of alcohol, if she recovers in the next few months, I hope Twitch doesn't let her have any drinks at their events like TwitchCon. You know, I think that it really does not work that way. That is not how sobriety works. It really has to come from deep within a person's desire to not drink. Just because you tell a person like, hey, you're not allowed to drink. I have experienced addiction, not myself, but others around me. And people get really good at hiding stuff. Like, addicts get really good at hiding stuff. I think it has to come from her. She has to want to get better. She has to want to not drink at events. She is the one that gets to decide that. She gets to have the control over things. Because let's say she goes on an event and Twitch goes like, nope, you're not allowed to drink. She's going to find alcohol somewhere else. Like, really, that's not going to stop her. The only thing that's going to stop her is her wanting to stop. She has more issues than addiction. Okay, I've said it one time and I'll say it another time. Addiction is generally and usually the result of another underlying problem. It's a coping mechanism, something deeper than that. Addiction doesn't usually come by itself. So you have to work on the underlying problem that is causing your addiction. You have to find some healthy coping mechanisms. Because the reality of it is life is shitty. Like, shitty things will happen. Always. Always. You can't, like, control shitty things not happening to you. You just have to develop ways in which you respond to things happening. I don't know specifically what her issues are, but we all have issues. We all have problems. I don't think there's a single person in this world that doesn't have problems. I don't know why, but I think we're meant to have problems. Like I think we're and the reason why I said that we're meant to have problems is because sometimes think about a time in your life that you didn't have problems. You fucking make up problems. It's like your brain just wants trouble. Like it needs trouble. It needs something, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I just think it's natural. It's a part of life to have problems. So you just need to learn how to cope with issues. And some people have like really bad problems. I just think for whatever reason, life is supposed to be a roller coaster of emotions. And maybe it's your brain protecting you. Yeah, I don't freaking know. I don't know the reason for it. That's so interesting. My Buddhist book likes to talk about the need for suffering. Yeah, what does your Buddhist monk your Buddhist book says about the need for suffering? I don't think that you need to suffer. I just think that's kind of depressing. Yeah. We kind of all need to suffer because if we don't know what it's like to be happy. I agree. I think we need a little bit of there wouldn't be joy if there wasn't what is the opposite of joy? Sadness? No, for sure. But I also believe that we don't need to suffer. And that guy is talking about Buddhism. And I know that in Buddhism, one of the reasons why people meditate so much is because meditation allows people to view their emotions separate from themselves. I don't do it, I don't meditate very much, but I do know that that's one of the points of meditation is to learn to not allow things to affect you and to seeing them as like outside things separate from you. So if this person is talking about Buddhism and the need for suffering, it's probably because it teaches them or him how to I don't fucking know, but you guys get to what I'm trying to say. I don't know what I'm trying to say. I know I do. I just have a really fucking hard time expressing myself because my brain just yeah, it's hard for me to speak. I do think that I do a decent job at expressing myself in English.